All right, guys. So exciting stuff. We got the new Fantastic Four Minimates 6-pack. Minimates are going through some pretty big changes right now. We've seen, some boxes on the 4-packs changing, which has happened before. The old 4-packs were different than the ones that came out a few years ago, and then the GI Joe and the Power Rangers have those flip open covers. They're just going through some changes. And the most recent thing that has been happening is from now on, I guess, Marvel Minimates are going to come in 6-packs, and they may come with an accessory character or just kind of just a seventh little figure or whatever. But the first one that they've done this with is the Fantastic Four with a 6-pack. And the case is it's something else. It's very different. The crazy thing is, when I got this thing, when I ordered it, I just kept thinking, oh, it's the same. I didn't even think about the size of it. But, you look at, this is the size I was expecting. This thing's huge compared to much, much bigger, much taller, and much wider than, the typical 4-pack, which obviously makes sense because it's a 6-pack. But yeah, it was just kind of shocking taking it out of the box and then seeing how big it is. And on top of that, we have this flip open cover. It has little Velcro pieces here in the corners to hold it closed. And then a nice, really cool transparent window that features the 6 characters and the accessory character. Now, not every 6-pack is going to have that accessory character like Herbie, but some of them, I guess, will. Well, anyways, and it's got that cool, artwork on the left, on the inside of the cover, which is actually just a black and white version of the other cover. But I am going to flip it around real quick here and show you guys the back. Not a lot going on, but the character names, infamous Iron Man. Honestly, that Silver Surfer that comes all in black, I have no idea what's going on with that. I have no idea who infamous Iron Man is. If any of you guys want to, throw in the comments what's going on with this infamous Iron Man that looks like Dr. Doom. Is that Tony Stark? Is it Victor Von Doom? Or who is that exactly? And why is, Silver Surfer black? Is that a new Silver Surfer? Is it is it a new one? Or is it Norrin Rad that has somehow corrupted? Who knows? But definitely different than what we've seen in years past. So the 6-pack, I mean. But very cool. Didn't throw Herbie on there, but that's all right. Anyways, let's take one more quick look. As I said, Velcro. And like I did mention with the Power Rangers, they keep coming out with these super cool cases, so now I feel obligated to buy them. And honestly, if they offered you a $5 discount to have it in a normal case, I'd probably go for it, because my God, are they going? They're not cheap nowadays. They're like $50 for the 6-pack. The prices are rising, but I guess it's just the way things are now. And I guess if that's what I got paid for Minimates, if there's anything worth overpaying for, for figures for me, it's definitely Minimates. So kind of sad, but it is what it is. So, anyways, let's take them out and get a good look at them. Actually, I think what we'll do is we'll still do a tray shot outside of the box real quick. So that quick tray shot. Maybe we should turn this off. There we go. We can see a lot better there. We got those extra extension parts for Reed for his arms and legs and giant hands and torso. Out of this whole pack, the 2 things I'm most excited about is Reed's accessories and Herbie. And maybe the Invisible Woman shields. Those are pretty neat too. But when it comes down to it, I've always thought for a figure line that's 20 years old, and for what Minimates are for interchangeable parts, and always kind of leading the pack with accessories long before Legends was really all that great at it. We don't have nearly as many Reed Richards accessories as we should have. In my opinion, we should have had a beach ball version of Reed a long time ago. And these extensions, they should have happened quite a while ago. And we did actually have some extensions for his arms right away at the beginning, but they never utilized them again. It's just weird that we never got those, long arms again, or counterparts, the long legs. We did eventually get a fist and the cup hand, or the hand for grabbing a Minimate by the torso, but then they gave us repainted versions of that a bunch, but we just never got enough, in my opinion, on that. So it's great to have new accessories for him. But yeah, we got another Johnny Storm where he's in the black costume, which I'm actually very okay with. It doesn't look like we have a hairpiece for him, which is kind of weird. Like, why would you not give us a blonde hairpiece? I suppose we got a million of them, so it's not that big of a deal. But I'm always fine. We have several flamed out Human Torches, so it doesn't bother me that he's not in the flame costume. It's actually kind of awesome that they gave us this version, because he's going to look the same no matter what when he's flaming out. And Ben Grimm looks great. His head actually looks more articulated than the old figures, the old bulked up figures. And we'll have to see how the elbows and arms work. They might have gave us more space in that too, or maybe I'm just seeing things, but those bulked up pieces, it's always hard to articulate them without the hands or feet falling off. So that's definitely nice. And we have our shield for Silver Surfer, of course, and then a couple energy effects for the infamous Iron Man or Doctor Doom or whatever he's supposed to be. So, but yeah, let's take them out of the package and get them all set up. Yeah, so here they are. What a nice looking group of Minimates. I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, but they've been selling them in waves of 6 for a while now. They used to do waves of 8. They cut it down to waves of 6, which is pretty disappointing. And then now they're just doing straight up 6-packs, so you have no choice but to buy all 6, which honestly, I always get everything, so it's not a big deal to me. But I could see some collectors out there only wanting the FF and being a little disappointed they have to buy that Iron Man and then that Silver Surfer. But it doesn't bother me at all. I'm glad it actually kind of simplifies things for me. But like I said, what a great looking group of figures. That infamous Iron Man comes with those blast effects, and I take it that's who that's supposed to go to, and not that Black Silver Surfer, because Black Silver Surfer already has some energy effects at the end of his hand. But these Silver Surfers, it's been a long time since we got a Silver Surfer, and honestly, they perfected them, so we don't really need another one. But I really love that, the surfboard stand and how that looks and everything. And Sue's, force shields or whatever are great. Johnny Storm looks great with that, stand or whatever. Actually, I think I might have screwed up Reed's torso. Let me see here once. Well, they didn't put abs on him at all. That's disappointing. So he, yeah. Okay. So you notice how, his torso has those abs and muscle. There is nothing on that torso, unless that's me specifically not getting one. That's kind of lame. That's really lame. They didn't put any kind of paint or lines or anything on there. Pretty weak. But still, having those extensions is fantastic. No pun intended. The big unfortunate thing with this too is, with those Reed parts, is you really can't use them with any of his classic costumes. I will use this costume, especially since I have those pieces, for pictures. I think he'll make a good stand-in MCU figure, but I would rather have those arm extensions and leg extensions for the classic figures. I mean, that's what I always like to use, is basically, for the most part, how they looked from 1962 or 61, whenever they were around, till, you know, the late 80s or 90s, whenever they kind of started mixing up the costumes. Yeah, it is what it is, though. It's still a nice looking read. Human Torch, let's see, nothing too much to say about him. We have no new pieces. That stand is relatively new. I think the Gamerverse Iron Man was the first time we saw that stand. And then Herbie just looks great. Of course, he's, God, I wonder if he can pose his head. Nope, he's just one solid piece. But he looks great. He looks exactly like Herbie should look. Just fantastic. I'm going to say fantastic a lot. And this thing, which I mentioned earlier, he kind of looks like he's more posable than anything we've had, and I was right. He's very posable. The feet don't come off all that much, or don't come off at all. The hands don't come off at all. It's like they gave him room to move around, like to where you can actually pose him. And his head actually has more room to tilt and move around than previous figures. Maybe I'm wrong. It's been a long time since I've touched a thing. But his head seems like he can move it around a lot more than the other figures. And actually, let's turn him around real quick. Yeah, so nothing too special there. At least Black Silver Surfer has, you know, some design to him, and the thing has his. He has a black wash to that body. You know, they didn't skimp out on that or anything on the back, but no design otherwise for the back of the torso for Reed or Johnny Storm or Susan or anything. So yeah, anyways, let's I guess it's time. I have nothing set up, as you can see in back. I think we might try kind of ripping off the cover picture, although I don't think it's kind of a rocky terrain. I think I might just do a different background to it, since I'm kind of sick of rocky terrain. We did it for the Power Rangers and it looked fantastic for that, but we're going to try something new for this. Another real quick note. I finally got a new phone. I've been working with the S8 since I started taking pictures 7 years ago, I think. But I finally upgraded to a S22 Plus. So I'm really excited to see how much better this camera takes pictures. Maybe it takes worse pictures, I don't know, but I bet it takes better pictures. So it's kind of great that we're using the Fantastic Four for the inaugural run of the new camera. So hopefully everything goes good, and I don't I figure out how to use it, because since this is basically the test run. I think I might have forgot to put a stand in there too. I don't know if that's for Doctor Doom. It must be for Doctor Doom. Like this other flight stand, is that, or the Iron Man, Doctor Doom looking Iron Man, whatever. But anyways, yeah, and if you guys have any comments on Black Silver Surfer, that Iron Man, leave a comment in there so I know what they are. Like I just have no idea. So, or what these costumes have to do with. I think it's after the Jonathan Hickman run. I don't know, but it'd be nice to hear from you guys on what exactly those costume designs are from, and why Silver Surfer looks different, why Doctor Doom looks different, or Iron Man, or whatever he is. So, but let's set up a picture. All right, for our first shot, we just got a good family group shot of the four of them, Marvel's first family, cool poses, which is taken directly off the cover of the, box art. But yeah, it turned out pretty cool. I was a little afraid it wouldn't turn out, it would be a little boring, yeah, it just wouldn't be as good as I had hoped. But yeah, it turned out really well, just to feature the four of them. So nothing too fancy otherwise, but yeah, styrofoam rock balanced on the thing's head. I made that by hand, just some cool rocks in the background. So anyways, let's go on to another shot. All right, guys, so I'm getting another group shot in with the FF, and then using that Black Silver Surfer, and just having him barrel right through the Fantastic Four, and just kind of have them all in there, you know, defensive positions as if they were just attacked. You know, Johnny Storm's kind of getting tossed, and you know, the Thing back there, and Reed and Sue with her you know, shields up or whatever, and just kind of turned out to be a fun picture of these guys. And doing my best to hide that stand, throwing that polyester fuzz up front just to kind of, you know, when I focus on the black surfer, it kind of blurs out and looks real nice. But yeah, that's yeah. And then this background from Luke's Toy Store, just kind of giving a cosmic background. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. I think I may have to do a little bit with Johnny just to get him a little bit more character to that pose. But otherwise, this shot turned out pretty good. So on to one more. Okay, guys, so I think this is going to be the final shot for this video just because the video's gone on long enough. And I had to get Herbie in there for his shot. Just basically, you know, the Doombots are probably invading, you know, the Baxter building or whatever. And then Reed's taking him out with the assistance of Herbie. So just kind of having him over the shoulder. The picture itself is going to be cropped pretty tight up against Reed to where it's just his arms in the picture. You know, you're not going to see the end of his hands, but it's just going to be one of those nice tightly cropped pictures of mine. So, and just basically taking Doc Ock's arms and tacking them to the back of Herbie, and then having him hold down these Doom bots and stuff. So I think this turned out pretty good. I'm really happy with it. You know, I may have to get some shots with Reed in the lab with Herbie assisting or something like that later on. But as I was taking this picture, I noticed a defect on Reed. Look at his face. There is a line that goes right down, I wouldn't say dead center of his face, but he's got a line down his face. So I guess there's plenty of bearded characters if I really want to replace it or give him the old non-bearded look, but there's definitely a defect right in the middle of that face. So I'm interested to see if people notice it on Instagram or not. But yeah, kind of disappointing, especially because of the fact that if I wanted to get a new one, I'm no longer buying a 2-pack. Now I'm buying a 6-pack to replace that. So that kind of stinks, but whatever. It's not even that noticeable. But it is what it is. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for this video. Hit the like and subscribe button. Check out the description of this video. Check out some of my other videos too. I've kind of been on a review rampage lately with, you know, this and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Transformers, and hopefully some more Joes show up soon. But either way, I've been putting out some videos pretty consistently for the first time in a while. So go ahead and check those other ones out. Anyways, oh, and then check out the description of the video for my Instagram and Facebook page. Otherwise, guys, we'll see you at the next video. Bye now.